Szen Cobb is getting ready. He not only brings immense talent, but also a contagious enthusiasm for the game. He'll look to put those skills on display today. It's the Philadelphia Phillies and the Toronto Blue Jays. First pitch coming your way next. One down, and now here's a speed threat, outfielder Szen Cobb.
Outside, that's a ball.
Just missed. Line drive. Nice grab.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Swing at a ball lifted to center field. One up, one down. Runner at first with two away. Zach McKinstry next up for the Blue Jays. This one in the air, center field. And that's the third out. Back here at Rogers Center, we go to the top of the fifth. Szen Cobb stands in for the Phillies. Swing, and this one's bounced on the ground. Fires over to Guerrero. One away here in the fifth.
Up next for Philadelphia, the center fielder, number 55, Szen Cobb.
There's a high chopper. McKinstry to first, two away.
Up next for Philadelphia, the third baseman, Alex.
All set for the bottom of the ninth. And now for the Jays, Ryan Ritter. This one in the air, center field. Cobb under it. Takes it in for the out. Cobb had a pretty poor showing in this game despite the win.
Well, at least they got the win, Boog. That's got to be the only thing lifting his mood right now. The coaching staff knows he's capable of more, and he does too.
Back now in Toronto, top of the second, Szen Cobb stands in for the Phillies. Lofton racing over to make the catch. One pitch and one out.
The center fielder, number 55, Szen Cobb.
Cobb in his fifth season, 26 years old, and he was a third-round pick back in 2025.
That fastball, even though it's up, that's the velocity you want to go after. Low 90s, a lot better than trying to hit the high 90s.
This one in the air. Guerrero drifts towards it, and there's one down. So two down. Here's the Toronto catcher. Whacked out to center field. That's well struck. That's got a chance. And it's caught just in front of the wall. Cobb locks in. No need to press, but they could really use a leadoff base runner right here.
Yeah, all you want to see is a patient, quality approach. Pass the baton and chip away.
That one drilled left field. One away.
Clearly ready to hit right there. First pitch of the inning hits a bullet, and it just is one of those bad luck ABs.
Base hit. And they have their first hit since the third inning. Here's the Toronto catcher. Andy O'Toole. Out towards right center field. He's got it. Runner tags at second. And he makes it up to third with one away. And a big spot here for Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Base hit, one run in already. The relay to the plate, safe at home, and the runner scores from second, and they lead by 4. Cobb digs in. 2 quick outs, but this lineup's too good to just go quietly.
Yeah, you never want to give away the last out of an inning, Boog. Let's see if he can start a momentum swing right here.
That one not close, and the count is 2-0. Out to short, McKinstry. And that is that. Phillies down. Here's the center fielder. Owen Chu now. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Pulls it in on the run. Out number 2. And the kind of game you'd like to avoid, which contributed to the loss.
Well, Boog, this is a game he'd rather forget. He needs to wash this one off in the shower and do better next time out.
New inning getting started, and now for the Phillies, Szen Cobb. Szencobb wasn't very sharp in the first, got hit around a little bit, just wasn't able to locate particularly well. A lot of stuff at the fat part of the plate.
Yeah, Boog, he wasn't fooling anyone. It's a tough place to be because it's not always obvious what adjustments need to be made. Sometimes it's location, sometimes it's being too predictable. Sometimes you're tipping your pitches. He's going to need to figure it out quickly, though.
Takes it in for the out. Runner at second here, one gone. On the ground. Dives and he can't hang on. No throw, a tough play, and now there are runners at first and second. Step off, throw to first, and he's back in safely.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boog.
Fastball for a strike. Movement in the Blue Jays bullpen. Brendan Little, the left-handed reliever, appears to be getting loose. Fluhart getting loose as well. Gets a piece and stays alive.
Look out. That ball was smoked. Man, I am so relieved that they have this netting down the lines. Just ensures safety for the fans. Last thing as a player, you want to look up and see a fan get hit.
Ball.
Runners at first and second with one gone. Top half of inning number 4. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. And it's through for a hit. Flying around third is Turner. He'll score. It's an RBI single, and they lead by 2. A perfect example right there. And now it's Ivan Herrera. His first at-bat was a strikeout. Little checks the runner, and he dives back in safely. Hey! Little. He's kind of a prototypical bullpen arm in today's game. Electric stuff that results in a ton of strikeouts. In a tough spot like this, that is a big-time benefit.
Well, as a hitter, when a guy like this comes into the game, you feel like he's standing on top of you, and it's just attack mode coming right at you, expecting to get a swing and miss.
2 on, 1 out. Swing and a miss. as he was out front that time. That's too low. Full count now. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. In to score from third. It's an RBI single, and they take a 3-run lead. So 2 down. Nick Lofton next up for the Blue Jays. Here's a 2-2. Swing and a ball lined out towards center. That is the inning. 1 down. So up next for Toronto, Arjun Nimala. This one in the air center field. Cobb gets under it. And there are 2 down.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Cobb locks in. If this offense were a lawnmower, he's yanking the cord and hoping for a roar.
And if that doesn't work, Boog, you better believe he's giving it a second pull.
The 1-0. And that's ripped into left. Base hit. And a good start to the inning.
Up next for Philadelphia, the second baseman, Cole Emerson.
Here comes the pitch. Runner breaks for second. There's a ball. Throw to second. On a bounce. Safe. And that makes it 60 steals for him on the season. Runner on the go again. In the dirt.
Get out.
Throw to third. Save. That wasn't close. And that's another stolen base for the league leader. That one missed. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Number 33, the rookie right-hander, is getting loose. Winkowski warming up as well. And a strike in there. Ripped to short. Tosses to first. There for the out. Runner scores from third. 1 down. Here's Teoscar Hernandez. This one in the air center field. Cobb has a beat on it. 2 away now.
The batter, number 8.
Szen Cobb stands in for the Phillies. In for a strike. It's 0-1.
Not what he's looking for there in the 0-0 count. Looks like he wants the ball down in the zone.
Up the middle, Ritter. The throw to first, and that's the 3rd out. So a man at first. Nick Lofton next up for the Blue Jays. And that one is lifted in the air. Cobb under it, and he makes the catch. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Arjun Nimala. Payoff pitch. Out there to center. Cobb under it. And that's the inning. Blue Jays held it. Cobb had a good day at the office.
Well, every team in the league wants hitters who can consistently deliver games like the one he had today, because it can help you get wins like this one. Nice job.
You just look right through me, treat me like a ghost. but you already let go. My love, my love. 'Cause I don't get you no more. You don't need me like you did before. Your hands, they're fine without me. Your lips don't care if I come. I was your favorite flavor. When did I lose my taste? Funny how time can change us. Think you used to crave my love, my love. 'Cause I know I don't get you no more.
Szen Cobb looking to bounce back after struggling last series. Can he turn things around today? It's the Philadelphia Phillies and the Milwaukee Brewers. First pitch coming your way next. Back here at American Family Field, bottom of the second, Jackson Chourio up now for the Brewers. The 2-1. This one in the air, center field. Cobb under it. One up, one down.
Batting six, the center fielder, Szencobb.
So 2 down. Szen Cobb stands in for the Phillies.
Ball.
And a base hit right there. So the 2-out knock extends the inning and sends them back to the top of the order.
Big knock there to keep the inning alive and an opportunity to put something in the gap and give the Phillies the lead.
Here's the pitch. Runner on the go. In the air, right field. And that is that. Back here in Milwaukee, bottom of the inning, David Hill up now for the Brewers.
David Hill.
This one in the air, center field. And there's one down.
Batting ninth, the catcher, Younger.
Digging in, Jackson Chourio. He is quite an athlete. I mean, you look around the other sports, basketball, football, you feel like he could thrive in one of those sports too. The 2-2. Swing and a ball lined out towards center. One away. Back here at American Family Field. Start of the 6th, John Shambi with Chris Singleton. And leading off, Szen Cobb.
Well, these Phillies just aren't putting great swings on the baseball in this one. Just one extra base hit for them, so they haven't exactly been hitting the ball gap to gap or out of the park. That makes it really difficult to generate runs.
Ball to strike. The pitch. Fouled off left side. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
That's tough. You see it well. I mean, that was clearly up and out of the strike zone, but that's one of the hardest things. That when you see a pitch out of the hand at eye level, that discipline to remember, I can't hit that pitch. If I can see it really well at eye level, I can't catch up to that pitch when a pitcher's got this kind of velocity.
Cobb steps in, 2 down, nothing cooking so far, but one swing can get something sizzling.
He knows it too, Boog. That body language says, yes, chef.
That's the 3rd. McMahon fires over to first. Inning over. Cobb had the kind of game you'd like to avoid.
Well, I don't want to pile on a player when he's down, but that was a lousy game at the dish. Sure, they got the win, but if he performs like that, it doesn't make it easy.
So digging in, Otto Lopez. Here's a 1-2. Out towards right center field. And he makes the catch. So up next, Szen Cobb.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
Ball one.
Top of the third, no score.
Ball two.
That one misses. And now 3-1. In the air, right field. Brings it in, and there's 2 down. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's the Brewers catcher now, Yainer Diaz. High fly ball out to center field. Cobb has a beat on it. And there's 1 down.
Up next for the Brewers, the third baseman.
Cobb, the former Rookie of the Year, 26 years old, and he was selected for the All-Star game last year. Left field, way back there. That one carrying, going, gone. Third home run of the season, and they add a couple more. It's 6-0.
First pitch hacking, and it paid off for him in a big way. Love to see a hitter aggressive on the first pitch of an at-bat. You watch him from the on-deck circle, so when you step in the box, you're ready to pull the trigger wherever it's at. Really good job by the hitter. Total conviction on that swing.
1 out. Runners at first and second.
Center fielder, number 55, Szen Cobb.
Right through there for a strike.
Really good job in this spot to get ahead in the count. He's going to have to continue, finish off this hitter.
On the ground to third, and foul ball. Two on, 1 out. Cut on and miss. Struck him out. 2 down. Here's the center fielder, Jacob Young. Line drive, that's a base hit. Lopez around third. He will score. It's an RBI single. It's 7-1. So 2 down, Otto Lopez. Up now for the Brewers. The 0-1. And that one is lifted in the air. Cobb on his way over. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. 3 up, 3 down. 1 down. Next for Milwaukee, Jackson Chourio. And that one in the air center field. Cobb moving under it. 2 down. Cobb digging in. They've got the lead, but here's another chance to set the tone.
Yeah, but one good swing, and suddenly they add to the margin. Every run counts as this game moves along.
Ball two.
High fly ball down the left field line. And it's a foul ball.
Clearly he was geared up for the fastball right there. Maybe got a little jumpy and excited out of the hand, but he certainly didn't miss a stitch.
Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth.
Well, classic pitch sequencing there to change eye levels for the punch out. That fastball on the pitch before was up. It was very competitive, and that gets you thinking that he might try to climb the ladder. But then the curveball out of that same tunnel just falls off the table, and you can't make contact.
Cobb did a good job in the win. Had only one hit, but made it count with a homer.
Well, you can't win a lot of games without hitters delivering like he did in this one. No question, he's a key contributor for him.
That top spot coming up for that throne.
Cobb digs in. Not a lot of traffic this inning, but he's got the power to change that with one swing.
Yeah, and that's the kind of threat that keeps pitchers honest, even with 2 outs and no one on.
In the air, right field. And that is that. So, runner at second, 2 down. Ryan McMahon up now for the Brewers. Man at second. This one in the air, center field. Cobb should have this one. And that ends the inning. Brewers. Welcome back to the Sunday Night Showcase on MLB The Show. And now for the Phillies, Szen Cobb.
Ball.
We haven't seen a break in the weather, and the umpires might be forced to make a decision soon.
Yeah, I think so, Boog. I mean, everyone looking and wondering when they're going to stop play. It definitely feels close.
Here's a 2-0. And that one hammered. That skips over the fence, so it's an automatic double.
Yep.
Here's the pitch. Runner on the move. That's in for a strike. Throw, save. That's a stolen base. And the league leader in stolen bases does it again. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Swing and a pop-up. Lopez under it. He's got it. Runner tags from third.
Up next for Philadelphia.
Now it's the second baseman. Flied to right his first time. Looks like the weather could actually play a factor in this one. It's coming down pretty good.
Yeah, it is, and it's not too bad yet, but the field's not going to be able to hold up if the rain gets any worse than this.
And that is that. Still only one out here in the inning. And that one ripped to left. That's out number 2. Back here for the Sunday Night Showcase. Up now for Milwaukee, Yainer Diaz. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. That is the inning. Still in first and second, 2 outs. Szen Cobb stands in for the Phillies. 1 for 3. Yeah, that's fouled off. The Phils trying to break this one open, and we're in the top of the 8th. Close, but called a ball. Ball 1. And an ABS challenge coming from behind the dish. It just shaved the zone. So they've still got both their challenges. Two on, 2 outs.
That's the ball.
Swing, and he popped it up. And that is that. Back here in Milwaukee, ready for the bottom of the 8th. David Hill up now for the Brewers. Up the middle, and that's a base hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
He went up there and got it. With 2 strikes, I'm not going to leave this in the umpire's hands. I'm going to be aggressive. It was in a location where he could get those arms extended that he loves to do. So nice job right there, coming back in that at bat.
That's a base hit. Around second, on his way to third. The throw in, and he's out easily.
Hey, as a former center fielder, I'm feeling pretty good right now. That's an excellent
Cobb had a good day at the office.
Not one to put on the personal highlight reel necessarily, but certainly didn't hurt him on the way to the win.
Looking for me? Just look up in the sky on them clear black nights. You see me? Scorpio child, it was written in the stars. I will be the one with 900,000 balls. Take rap there and back and right back there. Over and again, this is so not fair. You gotta show those we don't fear.
Szen Cobb is ready to go. His team comes into this one with the best record in the majors. All eyes on baseball's elite today. It's the Miami Marlins taking on the Philadelphia Phillies. First pitch coming your way next. And here is Sosa to the plate. This one in the air, center field. Cobb moving under this one. 2 down. So 2 down. Here's the left fielder, Jordan Beck. Here comes the 0-1. That one hammered center field, carrying well. Makes the catch up against the wall. 1 hit in the inning, a solo homer. On to the bottom of the first. It's the Marlins. Cobb digs in. He's had this pitcher's number. Fastball off speed. It hasn't mattered, Singy.
Yeah, you can tell he steps in with confidence. It's like he already knows the answer to the test.
Swing and a ball popped in the air. And that is foul.
It's great to get on the board in the first frame of the ball game, but here's an opportunity for them to really open things up with a couple of runners on. Let's see if they can cash in.
That one catches the zone, and it's 0-2. Traffic on the bases with 1 already in here in game 1 of this 3-game set. Got him swinging for the strikeout. That's the first curve we've seen today, and it shouldn't be the last. Back here in Philadelphia, second inning set to go. So the Philadelphia Phillies have firmly established themselves as top contenders around halfway through the season. This is what was expected of them, Singy, and they backed it up.
No doubt about it. These guys are rolling and in a great position so far, and they look like they're not going to be stopping anytime soon. Now they got to decide, are they going to go out and
This one swung on and hit well. Way back there. Reaching for it. Makes the catch. Ready now for the 5th inning. And now for the Marlins, Max Clark. That's towards center. Cobb settles underneath it. And there's one away. Stepping in, Jordan Beck. Man at second. This one in the air, center field. Cobb in position. Brings it in. Runner tags at second. The throw in. Tags the runner, and it's a double play.
He comes up firing, and there was an anticipation and kind of an excitement when the ball went in his direction that he was going to have an opportunity to throw somebody out. And that's the attitude that aggressive and good outfielders have.
Didn't seem like that one found the zone. Here's a challenge. And the strike is overturned after review. So they've still got both their challenges. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the bottom of the 6th. Fly ball down the line. And that's a foul ball.
You could see he was trying to stay back long enough to handle the off-speed pitch, but just a little tardy on the fastball.
And now it's even up. In the air, right field. Clark on the move. And that is that. Top of inning number 7. And now for the Marlins, Max Clark. The 1-2. And that one is lifted in the air. Cobb on his way over. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And there's one away. Go ahead run on base. Davison De Los Santos. The next up for the Marlins. This one in the air, center field. 2 down. Two outs. Runner on first. Max Clark now at the plate. Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into center field. Throw into third. There's the tag. They get him. And that's the inning. And your final score here today, 2-1. The Phillies hang on to win it. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long. Here's the power hitting catcher, Agustin Ramirez. He swings and hits a fly ball, center field. Drops in for a hit, couldn't run it down. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Look, I don't think that pitch would have been called a strike, but he did such a nice job of pulling his hands tight to the body and just getting enough of the barrel on it to be hard enough back up the middle for a knock.
And here is Sosa to the plate. This one in the air, center field. Cobb moving under it. He's got it. Runner tags at second. To third. Applies the tag, and they get 2. Double play.
When you're already in scoring position, if you decide to tag, you really want to be more than 100% confident that you can make it safely to third, because otherwise you take a potential run scoring opportunity off the board. Great throw to third.
One away. Runner at first with 2 away. Digging in, it's the speedy outfielder, Szen Cobb. And that one lifted in the air, center field. That is the inning. Cobb digging in. This matchup has been one-sided and not in the pitcher's favor, Chris.
Yeah, probably circled this one when the schedule came out. Might as well hand him the remote. He's been in full control in this one.
Now he breaks his bat and makes the grab, and that'll do it. One down. Davison De Los Santos, the next to hit. The 0-1. Out there to center. Cobb should have this one, and there's 2 down. So up next, Jacob Berry. This one in the air, center field. Cobb on the move. And that'll do it. Still nothing. And up next for Miami, Lenyn Sosa. Center field. Cobb under it. Brings it in. And that is that. So another. Cobb digging in. 2 outs and a shot to really swing the tone of this game.
Man, this would be a backbreaker, Boog.
Out to short. Now the throw to first on the run. And very nicely done for the out. 7th inning coming up. It's the Phillies. Szen Cobb stands in for the Phillies. 0 for 3 in this one. Now a fly ball to right center. And he makes the catch. And that's the 3rd out. Cobb had a pretty poor showing in this game despite the win.
Certainly a frustrating game at the plate, Boog. I think he'd be the first to tell you he's capable of better. Still, they got the win.
Agustin Ramirez digs in now.
Ramirez.
Top of the first, just getting started here in Philadelphia. This one in the air, center field. Makes the grab.
Batting third, the center fielder, Richie De La Rosa.
So runner at second, 2 down. Jordan Beck, the next up for the Marlins. So RBI spot, but Chris, this is a guy that is not really swinging the bat all that well here.
In this situation, you have a real good opportunity to get swings and misses and record a strikeout. I think you attack.
Laser to the gap, should score the run. Trent headed for the plate. He will score and they take the lead. And he'll make it to second base with 2 gone.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Szen Cobb now in the box. Comes up empty with a swing there. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
Gosh, a little late on that breaking ball. I don't think he recognized it out of the hand. Just a little tardy. Gonna have to regroup here.
Ball.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. One down. Phillies down a run.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking at bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
And a swing and a miss. And 2 away now. Back here, Citizens Bank Park. And now for the Marlins, John Gage. Drilled in the air out towards right center. Cobb on his way over. Takes it in for the out. And there's 1 down. So 2 down. Now it's the Marlins catcher, Agustin Ramirez. Out to center. Cobb under this one. And that is that. First and second, 2 outs. Agustin Ramirez. And a dangerous hitter coming to the plate. Up the middle. Dives and he can't hang on. To first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe. Welcome back. And struggles at the plate in this series as we take a look at the numbers. Trying to bunt his way on. And that's a foul ball.
You know, these Phils definitely being aggressive at the plate, but I think it's fair to wonder if they're being a little over-aggressive. They're swinging at more than 70% of the first pitches they've seen today, and it's just not working out for them.
The 1-1 is fouled off. The 1-2. And a base hit into right center field. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap. And I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle. So
there goes the runner. Pitch in for a strike. And that's a stolen base, not even close. And that extends his lead for the most stolen bases in baseball. Uh-oh, and he broke early for third. Tag at second, and he's out trying to get back. Now it's the DH, Lenny Sosa. Out towards right center field. Cobb has a beat on it. Takes it in for the out.
Ball.
Fastball, and he gets out of the way.
Straighten him up a little bit.
In the air to left center. And the inning is over. A 3-2 final score in this one. The Phillies hang on to win it. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon. Here in Philadelphia, Citizens Bank Park, the show has an NL East matchup. It's the New York Mets taking on the Philadelphia Phillies. Hi, folks. John Shambi alongside Chris Singleton. And Siggy, we're going to see a nice little win streak put to the test today.
yeah, these guys are really firing on all cylinders right now. And to me, the important thing is that they're doing the little things well. They're not just relying on home runs or big plays every game. They're playing good situational baseball, executing in key areas, and that's how you string together wins. So we'll see if they continue that in this one.
Batting fifth, the center fielder, Szen Cobb.
Cobb in the box as he fouls off the first pitch. Bases loaded, one away. Here in game one of this three-game set. Swung on, belted. Carrying well. Gone. Big-time blast. A grand slam. His fourth home run of the season. And they add to their lead.
He really needed that swing. He hasn't been getting a ton of results at the plate lately, so I'm sure that one felt especially good. So a great job here of staying within himself. You know that if you get a knock, you're going to drive in a couple, so stay focused on that. Well, he does more than just a knock. It's the grand slam to drive in four. Really good job at the plate.
Now it's the shortstop.
The shortstop, Marco Vargas.
Hard liner. And that's got extra bases written all over it. Around second now, going for three. The relay throw. The tag, and he's out trying for three.
Up next for the Phillies, center fielder, number 55, Szen Cobb.
Oh, and an 0-0 count. Not every strike is a good strike for a hitter. I like the plate discipline there.
Fought off foul. Two down, nobody on. This one in the air, center field. Scott should have this one, and that'll do it. So, runner at second, two down. Tyler Black getting ready to hit. That's out to center field. Cobb under it. And that is that. So one hit is all they get for midway in the fourth. Two outs with a runner at third. Swing and a pop-up. Ullman settles under it. And that is that. But 9 batters hit in the inning. 5 come around to score. So a man at first. Szen Cobb stands in for the Phillies. He's already homered in this game. Out towards right center field. Under it. That's out number 2. Had a sensational showing in the win. Had only 1 hit but made it count with a homer.
I'll tell you, Boog, I was excited every time he came off. When a player is locked in like he was, it's a really special feeling. Great job in this one.
Cobb steps in. He's had a lot of success against this pitcher singing.
Yeah, he's like a DJ with the timing, Boog. Just mixing barrels and bad intentions every time they face off.
On the ground, right side. Slings to first in time. Back here in Philadelphia, all set for the start of the inning. Francisco Lindor up now for the Mets. This one in the air, center field. One up, one down.
Almost a loud start to the inning on that first pitch. Man, he's going to want that one back, no doubt.
Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase. Line drive, base hit. Lead runner makes the turn at second. The throw in into third now. So runners at the corners and 1 out. Runner on the go. That's it for a strike. Throw to second, out of bounds, safe. And that's another stolen base for the league leader.
They are being real aggressive to put some runs on the board, get 2 runners now in the scoring position. Excellent job.
Out towards right center field. Base hit into the outfield. Run scores easily, and the Phillies strike first. It's 1-0. Runners at the corners here, run away. Matt Wallner, the next to hit. He's 0 for 1. Tap foul at the plate. Two on, 1 out. Foul ball still 0-2.
Ball. That's the ball.
Next pitch is outside. Runners at the corners, one away. Last half of inning number 5. And they're all loaded up. That's your challenge. We'll take another look. Taking over on the mound for the Mets, Gus Varley.
Well, no margin for error in terms of throwing strikes with the bases loaded. Just has to execute one pitch at a time to try to get out of this.
In there for a strike at the top of the zone.
Tough situation right here. So important as a pitcher to get ahead in the count as he did right there.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Huge strikeout there. All loaded up. Hunter Goodman will hit next. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads.
Not what he's looking for there in the 0-0 count. Looks like he wants the ball down in the zone.
Fouls away the first offering.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up, try to track the ball, block it if you have to, as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not sure about, but some way, somehow climb back into this at bat through the count.
Inning over, and it could have been worse. One down. Here's Juan Soto. And the 0-2. This one in the air, center field. Cobb in position. And that quickly, 2 away. Cobb stepping in now. 2-out RBI opportunity here.
A knock could be the gut punch that seals it. Pressure moment.
Nobody on the team has more stolen bases than he does this season, Chris.
Love how this guy grinds out at bats. I mean, he's down there at the bottom of the lineup in the 9-hole, but he's worked himself into a really good hitter's count, trying to pick up a 2-out RBI.
Out in front and foul to the left side. Man at second. Swing and a ball lined out towards center. That is the inning. So they pick up. So 2 down. Juan Soto down. Base hit. And that puts the tying run on base.
Look, I don't think that pitch would have been called a strike, but he did such a nice job of pulling his hands tight to the body and just getting enough of the barrel on it to be hard enough back up the middle for a knock.
Runner on the go. On the ground to third. Norby. And that is the inning. 1 out, man at first. Eugenio Suarez up to the plate now. That one is absolutely belted. Brings it in. With an okay game in the win.
Maybe not his best showing, but they got the win, and he should be happy about that.
Back at Citizens Bank Park, on to the third inning. So the Philadelphia Phillies have firmly established themselves as top contenders around halfway through the season. This is what was expected of them, Singy, and they backed it up.
No doubt.
Man aboard on the leadoff single. Tyler Black up now for the Mets. This one in the air, center field. Cobb settles underneath it. He's there. He's got it. Both runners tagging. Now a relay to third. Not in time. He's safe. A run comes in on the play. Szen Cobb digs in now. 2 for 8 in the series so far. Out towards right center field. Takes it in for the out.
With how good these offenses are, there's a lot of ball game left.
Cobb stepping in now. This offense has been quiet. A big swing could change everything.
Yeah, and somebody's got to crack it open, Boog. Just need to flip the momentum.
Well, these Phillies, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They've been chasing pitches outside the zone all game.
Oh, this ball is crushed into left field. It's on its way and gone. Home run number 5 on the season, and they're on the scoreboard. It's 4-1. So, Singy, this is a little bit of a surprise. A guy known for line drives hits one over the fence.
Well, if you're a little too early, you'll get some elevation in the ball down the ballpark. For him, it's kind of a mistake. But you know what? When you have such a good approach, every now and then you're going to run into one.
Up next for the Phillies, the center fielder, number 55, Szen Cobb.
Line to left. Fair ball. Now he turns and heads for second. Check that. He'll stop at first with a single after putting on the brakes. Here's the pitch. Runner on the go. There's the ball. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag. And the league leader in stolen bases does it again.
Well, he's really showing us the dynamic skill set he brings to the field on this one. Homered earlier, now he swipes second.
Runner goes again. Pitches low.
Slide.
Throw to third, and he's in there easily. And that extends his lead for the most stolen bases in baseball.
I think he surprised everyone in the ballpark, and especially the pitcher. Wasn't a great lead there, but when he took off, I think he caught him off guard. Nice job to get to third.
Stirring in the bullpen for the Mets. Zach Thompson, the closer, getting cranked up for a possible save opportunity. That one misses. 3-1 now.
So it's critical right here that they bear down and turn in some quality at-bats. Try to chip away at that lead, because if it gets to the ninth, that closer's coming in.
Take your bait. And an ABS challenge coming from behind the dish. So 2 outs with runners on the corners. Matt Wallner stands in for the Phillies. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. Now check at third.
He's in there.
Dives back in safely. The Phils with the tying run at the plate here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. This one in the air, center field. And that will end the inning. Cobb played brilliantly despite the loss. 2 hits, including that long ball.
Well, Boog, they may want to change how they approach him next time, because he was just incredible in this one. He looked like a threat every time up, even in a loss.
Stand an ovation when we pull up, it gets loud. No hesitation, we locked in, there's no way out. All dedication, winning doesn't take vacation. No space for doubt, we about to put it down. Running, take a breath, keep running. Cause your time is coming, show it out. One head to the top, keep it going, we don't stop. One head, straight away, popping like an 808. One head, do it now, it's your moment, make it count. We got one head.
Lifespan in this game 터진 바람았던 날 뛰니 눌러 꽉 모든 chain 원래 역전이 더 짜릿한 바삐지 눈을 쏘여 from the whole world 공은 던져 잡고 다 숨죽여 till the end 너야 sub-zero to 100 yeah this is my home ground don't memory crowd wanted to the top goes like whoosh 떠나가기 질러 get loud like I said nigga
soy el jugador que se creció, pero no olvida su raíz. Estoy pensando en toda mi gente mientras recorro la base. Firme, pase lo que pase, vamos por encima, esa es la frase. Subo el volumen cuando llegue mi turno al bate, que esto es el clásico mundial. Ponte ready para el desempate, hay que jugar con el corazón. Darlo todo en el terreno, esa es mi pasión. Con orgullo trae tus colores, porque luego ya comenzó. We don't stop,
one head to the top, keep it going, we don't stop. One head straight away, pumping like an 808. One head, do it now, it's your moment, make it count. One head, we got one head.
Don't listen, feel the sound.
And King Cornelius defeated the terrible dragon. And all the people in the land were very happy. Oh no, let me finish the book.
Sorry, Mommy.
And the people came to the king's side cheering. Hooray, the sun has come out. And the king began to sing.
Just another day in the sun. I guess another day's begun. I ain't got nothing to do. I'm thinking about getting with you.
Just another day in the sun. I guess another day has begun. I ain't got nothing to do. Thinking about getting with you. And you can be so. Never confront on the day with some sunshine. And you can be so. Never confront on the day with some sunshine. Sunshiny day, things you say make the clouds go away, and we've got it good. I can't wait to be with you
I walk through the
again.
city real slow, like I've been pieced together by that dude named Frankenstein. And I only got one little thing on my mind, that's a whole lot of you. Hot on my tail, be a whole lot of crew. After me, they with their pitchforks and stakes trying to backstab, but they can't grab your attention away from me and vice versa. Mama always said there'd be days like this, but never thought it'd be so soon. My days consumed by thoughts of your kiss and your well-shaved legs, pedicure toes, with the sunny side up, egg yellow when it glows. The twinkle from the diamond in your nose got me climbing for the star in the rough, showing by just cuspids, sizes, canines and molars, smiling for your love as we bathe in the solar.
And you can be so. Never confront on the day with some sunshine. And you can be so. Never confront on the day with some sunshine.
Yeah. Can I tell you about the sun? Can I make you believe that in the summer when they burn it, don't bring out the leaves? Look at me staying on keeping the healthiest sheen. That's how our function could be. Start this production with me. We can mark time with a band. Harmony on all notes. Music composed with a jam. Ooh, the sun is shining on some L-O-V-E, love. And that's word to plug to J.D. Dub. My round is off. And now heat reside way past sun. And we love sun, that's everyone. But can you let your hair down from that bun and shake right to left? Cause I love it long. Sun shining on you and your energy strong. Shake it right to left, cause I love it long. Sun shining on you and our energy strong. Shake it right to left, cause I love it long.
Just another day in the sun.
Szen Cobb, fresh off an incredible series and ready to go. Can he keep the good times going in this one? It's the Philadelphia Phillies and the Washington Nationals. First pitch coming at you right after the break. Now here's Nolan Jones.
The right fielder,
This one in the air, center field. 2 away. So 2 down. Szen Cobb stands in for the Phillies.
Ball 1.
Cobb went deep in his most recent game.
Find it.
Short hop liner handled it short, and he
No,
beats
he's
it.
in there.
That's a hit. Great try there.
Well, that's one of those where you just have to tip your cap because he couldn't have played that one any better. Stood no chance with the speed running down the line.
Nope.
Love seeing a player come through in the clutch moments, Boog. I'm sure his teammates appreciated him sending them home with the W.
Close, but called a ball. And the count now 2-0.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees and doesn't seem too.
Runner on the go. Pitch is high. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag. And the league leader in stolen bases does it again.
Well, it really doesn't matter what the situation is when a guy like.
Runner goes again.
Well, the best way to shake off yesterday's struggles is to get on the board early. They've got a guy in scoring position. They've got to find a way here to get him in.
Swing and a ball popped in the air. That's a base hit. Safe. And the runner from second scores on the play. And it's 1-0. So up next, Blaze Alexander. 1-2 now. This one in the air, center field. And there's 1 down. Cobb in his 5th season, 26 years old, and he was a 3rd-round pick back in 2025. On the ground. Fires across the diamond. Play is made, 2 out.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Out towards right center. That's well struck. That one carrying. Can't get there. Should be extra bases. Here comes the runner. The relay throw. Not in time. He's safe at the plate. And they trail by 1.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. Cobb in the box lays off for ball 1. That one hit to right. 2 down. Back here in Nationals Park, ready to go for the last half of the inning. Parker Meadows digging in for the Nationals. This one in the air, center field. 1 down.
Really nice job to get your first out of the ball game.
Cobb stepping in now. The inning's been quiet, but a chance here to turn up the volume.
Yeah, and you love that mentality. A little thunder could bring that dugout back to life.
House under it. And that is that. So a man at first. Next to hit for the Nats, Blaze Alexander. Big stock center field. The throw in. And he's out easily. Back in Washington, D.C. On to the bottom of the 8th. Warming Bernabel digging in for the Nationals. Now that's smacked to right center. And it gets by him. And he'll pull into second safely.
That was exactly what you're looking to do with the pitch away, especially in that situation. Drive it into the opposite field gap. He got himself 2 bags on a great swing of the bat.
In the air to left center. Brings it in. Runner tags at second. The throw to third. Tags the runner, and it's a double play. Jesus Rodriguez digging in for the Nationals. 2 down, nobody on. Line drive, base hit. So the 2-out knock extends the inning and sends them back to the top of the order.
The batter,
Szen Cobb stands in for the Phillies. He's one of the faster guys just by pure sprint speed in the majors. That's to third. House tosses to first. And that's the inning. Cobb did a good job in the win. Went 1 for 5 with a single.
Didn't light the world on fire, but he held up his end today. I'm sure he'd like to have a better game, but a win is a win.
So 2 down. Now a chance for Szen Cobb.
He's been tearing it up at the plate recently, working on a 5-game hitting streak.
Swings through that one out in front that time. That breaking ball is in for a strike, and quickly it is 0-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Here's the 0-2. And he couldn't hold back. He's run up on strikes. So the Nats lineup turns over. Now here's Nolan Jones. 2 down, nobody on. This one in the air, center field. Cobb gets under it. And that will end the inning. Back here in Nationals Park. Bottom 4, Carson Kelly digging in for the Nationals. Liner caught at second. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been playing well.
You know, these Phils need to bring up the quality of their at-bats and specifically their swings. They're trying to find ways to drive the ball with some authority, but it's just not happening for them so far. 0 extra base hits in the game, so it's been tough for them to get anything going.
The 1-2.
Sometimes you have to keep chipping away until you break through, but it's a lot easier to put runs on the board when you have guys in scoring position because they put themselves there.
That one lifted to left. Melendez in position. 1 up, 1 down. So 2 down. Next to hit for the Nats, MJ Melendez. This one in the air, center field. And that is that. He continues to roll. Back to the top of the lineup. And now the right fielder, Nolan Jones. Ground ball up the middle. On the run, throw to first. What a play. Inning over. Cobb digs in. 2 down, nobody on. This pitcher's barely broken a dozen pitches per inning so far.
Yeah, it's time to foul a few off, Boog. Smart batters know it's not just about hits. It's about getting that pitch count moving north before it's too late.
2 down, nobody on. Swing and a miss. 0-2 now. Got him swinging. He chased the changeup. 3rd out. Cobb digs in. He's left a few out there today, but this is the one that matters. RBI opportunity, Singy.
Yeah, his struggles today reset with a knock right here, Boog. Redemption is right in front of him.
Dives and makes the catch. What a play.
A bit of a do-or-die there. He lays out, makes the diving catch, and he strands a couple of runners.
Cobb had the kind of game you'd like to avoid.
Certainly a frustrating game at the plate, Boog. I think he'd be the first to tell you he's capable of better. Still, they got the win.
So digging in, Blaze Alexander.
Alexander.
2-2 now. In the air to left center. Cobb should have this one. Takes it in for the out. First and second, one out. Jesus Rodriguez digging in for the Nationals. This one in the air, center field. Cobb under it. Takes it in for the out. Cobb digs in. He's up against an 85+ rated arm, which basically means good luck.
Yeah, Boog, if he reaches base here, somebody better start checking for controller cheats.
Now a drag bunt, third base side. Scoops it up barehanded, and that's a great play for the out.
Up next to Philadelphia, number 8, Kyle.
It was a bang-bang play at first, Singy, so let's take another look at the throw that made it possible to get the out.
No doubt that 85-mile-per-hour heater was the difference on this play, according to StatCast, and it looked like a blur going across the infield from up here, and they just got the out.
One down. MJ Melendez digging in for the Nationals. Out there to center. And that quickly, 2 away. Now here is Gabriel Arias. The 0-2. And a base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive. Cobb stepping in now. You look at the career splits, and it's just batting practice for him, Singy.
Yeah, this pitcher's ERA has a little dent in it thanks to this guy. Total domination.
Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. That one's back. That's down. One hops off the wall. And the tying runs at second base with a double.
He needed that one. It's been a tough stretch at the plate lately. Now a pretty big at bat coming up with a chance to even this ball game up.
Check swing, no appeal, and that's ball one.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so
he's trying for third.
Oh, that
pitch is low.
Slide.
Throw to third. Save. That wasn't close. And the tying run is now only 90 feet away.
Very risky right there to try to steal third with 2 outs and a left-hander at the plate. And there's an open lane for that catcher to throw down, but he gambled. Now he's at third, 90 feet closer. Perhaps a ball in the dirt that gets away from the catcher, and they pick up a run.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Perfect.
He did not take the bat off his shoulder the entire at bat.
So 2 outs with runners on the corners. Matt Wallner stands in for the Phillies.
That's off the plate.
This is again 5 in a row. Can't find it here. That's 6 straight balls.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
2 on, 2 outs. That one ran inside, almost got him.
Here's an opportunity to do some damage and perhaps unlock this offense. 3-1 count. Be ready to turn on a fastball.
3-1 now. Tap foul at the plate.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
The kick, the 3-2. Well struck, deep right field, way back, and out of here. A 3-run dinger. And the Phillies take the lead. It's 3-1.
The one thing the pitcher didn't want to happen just happened. That's not an easy one to stomach. Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch. Absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
Up next for Philadelphia, the center fielder, number 55, Szen Cobb.
That one hammered, but pulled foul. 2 down, nobody on. Got the bat going too soon, and strike 2. Swing and a ground ball. Arias. And the inning is over. We go to the bottom half. Szen Cobb getting ready to hit. 1 for 3. Finds its way through, base hit. Headed for the plate. He'll score. It's an RBI single, and it's now a 6-run lead.
Up next for Philadelphia, the catcher, number 8,
Quick move to first, and he's back in on a dive. Hammered down the right side, but foul. That's ripped into the outfield. Should be extra bases. 1 run is in. Coming home. Now a relay to the plate.
Picks himself up a couple of ribbies. Fastball pretty much middle, and that's what you fall asleep dreaming about as a hitter. So no surprise he put a great swing on it.
Two outs, runner at first. Dominic Fletcher digging in for the Nationals. Line drive, and that's a base hit out into center field. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs. Wow. So Cobb really stood out in this win.
Well, Boone can't say enough about what he did for him in this one. He's a big reason they got the W, and it's easy to see why he's a key contributor for them.
So 2 down. Warming Bernabel will hit next. And that one is lifted in the air. Cobb moving under it, and that'll do it. We'll move to the... Welcome back as we take a peek at the starting pitching so far this year. Up the middle, and that one finds its way through. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
All right, good job right there. Get it back. Get back.
Now a quick throw to first, and he's back in easily. Runner takes off. Pitching for a strike. No throw. He's in there safely. The Phillies looking to strike first. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Runner on the go again. Pitching for a strike. Throw to third, and he's in there easily. That's just his 70th stolen base of the year. No big deal.
I think he surprised everyone in the ballpark, and especially the pitcher. Wasn't a great lead there, but when he took off, I think he caught him off guard. Nice job to get to third.
Now a step off to third. Cobb dives back in safely. The Phils with a chance to score first here in the finale of this 4-game set. Next offering is down low.
Great job of laying off those pitches down in the zone to even the count up at 2-2. Such a better feeling for the hitter.
That one missed. That's a good at bat right there. He was down early in that plate appearance. Works the walk.
Up next to
Here is Gleyber Torres. Fly to center his first time. He's 0 for 1. That one misses. That's 5 straight.
Maybe losing command a little bit after the walk. Next pitch, not even close.
No outs. Runners at first and third. That one at triple digits.
Great spot to be in right here for the pitcher. You can either strike this guy out or get a ground ball double play.
On the ground to short, could be 2. There's 1. They complete the double play, but the run scores. It's 1-0. 1 down. Here's the third baseman, Jesus Rodriguez. This one in the air, center field. And a couple of quick outs. There's a strike. The Phillies trying to break this one open. Top half of inning number 4. Line shot into the gap, should score at least 1. Slams off the bottom of the wall. 1 run across. Laureano around third. Head for a slide, and he's safe. It's 4-zip.
Nicely done. Brings home 2. Anytime you smoke a ball off the wall, you kind of think about what it could have been, but obviously you have to be happy with that result.
Runner at second, 2 down. He's trying for third, pitching for a strike. Throw, save. That's a stolen base. And that extends his lead for the most stolen bases in baseball.
Very risky right there to try to steal third with 2 outs and a left-hander at the plate. And there's an open lane for that catcher to throw down, but he gambled. Now he's at third, 90 feet closer. Perhaps a ball in the dirt that gets away from the catcher, and they pick up a run.
Now a step off to third, and he's back in there. Cobb at third with 2 away.
That's a ball.
And it remains 2-2. Just off the outside edge.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Line, and that's a base hit. In comes the run from third to add on. And in at second with an RBI double.
Comes through with the RBI. Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap. And I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle. So many positives that led to that knock.
Now it's the second baseman, Blaze Alexander.
Second baseman.
And the 0-1.
Alexander.
In the air, center field. Cobb under it. And there's 2 down. So 2 down. Parker Meadows digging in for the Nationals. And that one is popped in the air. Shallow center. That's a base hit. And that extends the inning. Now it's the shortstop. Payoff pitch. He swings and hits a fly ball. Center field. Snags it on the run. That's out number 2. Cobb stepping in now. Got the lead, but it's far from safe. He'll try to build on it right here.
Yeah, and you love seeing a team stay aggressive. Don't wait around. Keep applying pressure.
This one in the air, center field. Takes it in for the out.
Almost a loud start to the inning on that first pitch. Man, he's going to want that one back, no doubt.
1 out, runner at second. Blaze Alexander digging in for the Nationals. In the air out to center, and that's a base hit. Here comes Kelly. Here comes the throw. And he's got no chance. He's out. Warming Bernabel digs in now.
The first baseman, Warming Bernabel.
Out towards right center field. Cobb ranging into the alley. Can't get there. Base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away. Szen Cobb stands in for the Phillies.
Some hitters are just more confident if they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
Ball. And an ABS challenge coming from behind the dish. That's hard hit on the line. And he can't make the play. Around first, heading for 2. And he'll reach second with 1 away.
Up next for Philadelphia, the third baseman, number 6, David Hamilton.
Here's the pitch. Runner breaks for third. That's in for a strike. Throw to third. Save.
They are merciless. I'd say a questionable decision to steal third right there with a big lead. Probably won't be received well in the other dugout. This is a situation where the hitter is looking for something up in the zone that he can get his arms extended. What you have to be careful of is that pitch that's up, that's in on your hands. That'll pop you up in the infield, and that's exactly what the pitcher wants.
1 away with a runner at third. And we're in the top of the 8th. Ground ball right side. Whips it to first. Now 2 away as they get a run across. Back in Washington, D.C. Ready for the bottom of the 8th. M.J. Melendez digging in for the Nationals. Hit in the air, center field. Cobb settles under this one. And there's 1 down. 2 aboard, 2 outs. Szen Cobb stands in for the Phillies. Ball. Out towards right center field. And that's the 3rd out. Back here in Nationals Park. All set for the bottom of the 9th. Dominic Fletcher digging in for the Nationals. 2-2 on the way. In the air to left center. And that'll fall for a base hit. And the leadoff man aboard. Cobb really excelled in this one and contributed to the win.
Well, they may want to change how they approach him next time because he was just incredible in this one. He looked like a threat every time he came up.
Todo esto lo tuve que sudar, yeah, nunca tuve tiempo para dudar. Vicioso me volví adicto a ganar. Tantas W que ya ni sé cómo perder. 100 por 35 no me voy a mudar. Si yo gano todos ganamos, eso es plural. Me dicen el chef que no para de cocinar, porque todo el mundo tiene que comer. Si coro no todo vamos a cobrar. Estuve abajo, me patearon, no me voy a olvidar. Firme con mi pie plantado, yo nunca me voy a arrodillar. No te escucho, dilo con el pecho si me vas a hablar. No te escucho, dilo con el pecho, estás hablando con el voz. Estamos saltándonos aquí, los platos dan pa' 2. Si la prendo aquí todos los míos están on go. Todos los míos on go. Ellos me ven de frente sonriendo, pero sé que están odiando, ando loco.